So for the past 20 damn minutes, I've been fighting with this stupid wheel. It doesn't want to link up. The wheels are turned, but nothing else is fucking working. I had to plug directly in the base. I was running it all plugged into the base. Now we're going to try to see if it'll work now. It hasn't been linking up to any of my. I keep getting the can't hook buffer. Just like, wait a minute, what the fuck just happened? I put it on sleep last night and open it up, and then nothing wants to connect. I keep losing the settings for the pedals, the shifter. Either the pedals start working, the wheel won't work, the shifter won't work, go through, and then it resets to everything where it's default and there's no settings in anything. So it's really, this is the thing about software and hardware. Pedals don't want to work now. Okay? Nothing's shifter's working, but none of my, it's not supposed to do that. Okay. Pedals keep defaulting. They don't want to stay TP3A. It's getting very fucking annoying. Okay, so bang. We're gonna go out, exit. I'll show you it's not a joke. Settings. Controls. Okay. Click. Click. Okay. We're going to go to axis. Now the pedals are not working. Okay. It gets very, very aggravating. 6 throttle is working, but on here it's not showing anything. Yes. My clutch wasn't working earlier. And now so yeah. This gets really, really, really aggravating. I don't know if it's just a Thrustmaster thing, but every time I played this, I would go through this from time to time, and that's why the settings would stay for a week, possibly, maybe even a month, but it would reset to this. And I rarely ever played Assetto Corsa because I needed the e-brake, and I'd rather have been on Gran Turismo. Why? Because they didn't break the physics yet. I'm gonna keep saying that because Polyphony, you gotta understand. When you keep doing these fucking updates, you release a half-ass fucking game just like everybody does now because now it's easier to just patch in shit. When before, we didn't have that patch in shit. Either you had a finished game or you wasn't. Gran Turismo 2, 3, and I think 4 were ones that you couldn't completely finish. I can't remember. But we never got that far because I'm not really a big racer. Because looking at my car lists, you're going to see a whole bunch of just random ass drift cars, and all the ones with the cats are the stock ones. So you would see a whole bunch of Wangan stock. You would take this on the Wangan. You take this track day, street shit. I don't use none of the. I can take all this stuff out if I wanted to, but if somebody wanted a good experience to see what Assetto Corsa was like without me having to re-download stuff, I mean, cars with the, I haven't tried it yet. Because it's like, where am I going to take it except for a straightaway, which we have a drag track, but other tracks. Street car. They don't have the picture of this one. I don't know why. Boom. I was going to try this one next on Toge because I was trying the 86. This has a nice little amount of power, but nothing wants to fucking work and connect today. And it's, it gets a little aggravating. that we got to keep going through this goofy shit. Download it. You know, boom, boom. And this is the ones I was using now. These are my new ones. So if these broke my damn system, I'm gonna be upset that I'm gonna have to get rid of a car that I halfway like. Well, I really do like, um, except for the fact that it's SR. I was trying to find a rotary version, and the reason why I want a rotary version is because I own a rotary. I mean, come on, it's hard to find FCs in this damn via mods. So 4G63 before they went to the last version. This car I'm not really a fan of. There's certain ways that you have to drive cars. And I was in a conversation, well, we're back and forth messaging, me and a friend of mine's Cody, and we were talking about um, I need an e-brake for this thing. And he keeps forgetting that when when I was driving my Vert, when I was driving Roxy on the street, I had an open diff, but every once in a while I get her slide. Weight transfer. I drive fast, shallow angles. So when it does slip, it's usually a well placed clutch kick and enough power to shock where both wheels at some time lot. I know it's really weird, but it normally doesn't do it, and I can sit here and act like whatever, I'm lying to you, and average person, that's bullshit. Few people seem to fucking both wheels lock up. Maybe it was like in between switch, but that stock 3.9 rear end would lock from time to time. We've seen it, and it's really kind of strange for open diff to do that on the vert. So make a long story short, too late. Shallow angles, lots of speed, nose dive, boom, dive bomb a corner, get the ass to wiggle around and swing it. So when you're pitched in and you kick the clutch, if you got to kick this the other way, because passenger wheel was the dominant wheel on my car for some odd reason, I get it to twitch depending where I was, the conditions. There was sometimes a lot of sand up there from time to time where I used to run 74 from a lot of dirt as well, a little debris from the mountains. So me riding up there or driving up there was a bit fun, challenging, because it's kind of a technical sweeper, but you have some sections where you just can't be stupid. I've ran a lot of people up there. They fucked with me, and I was just doing what I do. So chased down a few V8s, not acting like, oh, you just big bad. Nope, 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 nope. You have power, but I have agility. And me being in second and third gear, and I'm pulling that bastard instead of 7 grand red line, I'm taking that bastard up to 7.5, damn near 8 from time to time, bouncing off the rev limiter, killing the engine even more, abusing the fucking machine. And then I got my other engines, and now I'm on the last one, and I don't want to go through this shit again. Normal rebuild. If I gotta yank it out, put a RE in there, which I'd be happy. 13B RE, if you know it. Cosmos, bigger intake ports. So that was my original plan for the car. But it'd be nice if they fucking fixed this. I figured this shit out. So this might be the breaking part of me keeping this wheel, because if this is a Thrustmaster thing, like I said, my T300, it would do this from time to time, And that would be the reasons why I wouldn't play Assetto Corsa, because Gran Turismo was the everyday normal shit. Need the cars. We need more tracks. We had all the legacy stuff, and then you want to go esport everything and shift the tracks where certain cars, or at least my tunes, what is that? Deep Forest, that long sweeper down coming up. Me and any Sylvia, it's not a good thing. Just trying to come up, is the ass end always comes around, and this is me gripping. So I'd have to come completely out of throttle and lose traction in possible places, and have to downshift to get speed up, and it's a whole big fucking mess trying to figure out tuning with the fucking cars, especially when you try to anyhow. Um, so learn how to drive, learn the physics. Yeah, I know. Um, those pedals for me, they are now the hindrance. This wheel being connected to anything is a fucking problem because it doesn't want to act right. So maybe it's the cosmos, or maybe it's life fucking me, or I'm just dealing with fucking Microsoft and Windows shit. If I can get this damn thing to run on Mac, besides boot camp, dun dun dun, it would be so much easier. So Kunos or whoever you guys are making a set of Corsa 2, if you guys would please allow this shit to play on fucking Macs, it would be awesome. But then again, I mean, why would you listen to people like us? So hopefully, whatever this damn new Mac I end up getting will be able to seamlessly, or not like boot camp, or yeah, kind of like boot camp, but be able to play these damn games without having to go through all this kind of shit and have to fork over a shit ton of money just to play, because you know that would really suck, having to go and just be like, buy a bare bones computer and having to spend like $700 for an actual something usable, because damn memory cards cost so fucking much. So, you know, do it on the low. Still gotta pay for the fucking software. And not everybody wants that dumpster fire of Windows 11, or now they're coming out with 12 possibly, fucking up people's lives with these updates. Even the Apple, because you know I got a few machines that I can't do nothing with besides go back over old stuff with old software, because now you say it's obsolete because it doesn't meet the criteria for an update of software unless I open source it. And I don't want to go open source, because if I need to do something that was specific to that model with the software that I have, Logic, 4-on-1 machine, well, 5.7 I think is on the one that's my niece has, and the one at home in Florida, my other 21 has the one before, I think it's Monterey, the one before Monterey. So, you know, no, Monterey is the one that's on my 27. Anyway, yeah, changing and changing and changing, making shit not usable, or just usable to what you have or need it for. So, my old 10.4, I was trying to get the 10.5, the old Relic G5 iMac. I've got Logic 8 on it that I bought the discs, and I have Reason 4.0. I couldn't get Reason 5 to come up on it, but you know, so whenever I need to use Reason, I go and use that machine, because I can't use Reason 4 or 5, even though I have the disc for 4. Everything paid. I can't use it on this because I have to use a Reason 11 or 12 or whatever, and I'm not paying subscription, and I don't want that software that much because I'd rather use Logic. I'm used to Logic now. When I went to Reason 4.0, it kind of changed everything because actually at 3.0, I think 3.5 before I went to 4, and it was the sequencing. You had to go through all these steps, and all of a sudden you have to click this, that, and the other to make sure you're live, because if you're trying to lay down something, you're not laying down because you didn't click this to make it work, and you're getting mixed around. And if you're not proficient in it, or you're just used to just workflow of click boom, simplified, it should have fucked with you. And then songs would stop loading up. I've lost so many songs because of Reason in there. For some odd reason, you can't get Reason for some odd reason, propeller head, you couldn't get stupid shit to line back up. You lose whole settings, damn MIDI files not acting right. So you got a whole bunch of MIDIs that you got to figure out sounds and what's this, that, and the other, and go through. And why I still have music for 20 years ago, sorting through in folders untouched, because I've got 400 more that I've got to get together. So yeah, it's fun shit. Anyhow, I've done fell off course, and this shit is aggravating the fuck out of me. So it's quite possible I'm going to take this damn thing back and get my brother's Fanatic, but I'm gonna still need an e-brake eventually. Yeah, the CSL DD Pro, GT Pro, or whatever you call the damn thing. But yeah, I have a lot of Canyon grip shit besides the stock ass cars, a lot of drift cars. So, and I still haven't used that or updated it. And I don't use the stock stuff. I've used the drift car. I've used this car on here, and it feels a bit different compared to the one on PlayStation 4. So, I mean, I drove this morning, and I had to use the paddles, and that's when everything fucked up. So, in between different cars breaking shit, different mods breaking shit, and then wheels not keeping their settings, I don't know. And so it's like, take this shit back or keep it. Because regardless, if I keep this damn wheel, I will have to still get an e-brake. I'd still have to get the hub for... I do like the quick release for the new Thrustmaster, because a lot of people show like it's just that simple to do it. But you got to put some actual force to get this thing to come out, unless I'm at a wrong angle. See? Shit. Yeah, I'm in my pajamas. I'm not going anywhere. The Simpson clouds are out there and it's cold. Let's see that they won't keep. No. Okay. Let's try this goofy shit again. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I have these all, this is on my 27 inch, this track. I remember this from Forza 4 or 3. My brother had back in, I think it was 2009. They went out of town, and I had just got back from going back and forth from California to Vegas. And he had the Xbox wheel, but I played this on controller. And I made an 86. And this is when I was, starting to get the feel of what drifting was like. Because I've already had Roxy, and I was canyon running, and I was hanging out with a few people that I knew. What's up, Brock? Bucky Lane. I'm not trying to name drop like I don't know Mike. He knows me. He calls me by what a lot of people and family members call. So, anyhow, yeah, he's one of the only people that ever drove Roxy. Him, my boy Otis, and my cousin. They're the only people that's driven my car. So, and one more family friend. So out of the 15, 17, going on 17 years of owning that car, nobody's driven it except for me and a handful of people. And nobody gets the keys unless I feel that it's okay for them to drive. Cody hasn't even driven Roxy. He drove Lillis. He got to drive Jenny. He drove Victoria, but Roxy is one of them beasts that I don't throw the keys to nobody. So, let me stop talking and try fucking dealing with this, right? 86 stock car. So, it's a... I don't know. And it's doing this. It's been doing this over and over and over and over. So something broke. And this is one of the last tracks that I put in last night. So I'm going to remove it. What the hell? Oh. Duh. Okay. So I think I put that in. I got to drive one of them. Okay, let's see. I put this in last night. I put in a little work on it. So let's see if it'll work. And it wasn't doing that. So let's try. 23 fucking minutes of video of me ranting, bitching, complaining about the wheel not wanting to work. Okay, so it boom, boom, is more than likely is okay. Now my shifter doesn't want to work. It's like, so yeah, I was driving this last night or this morning around 1:30. I shut everything down because being courteous. And I tried to play this morning, and that's when everything said F you. Oi. And we gotta use a shifter. Okay. So Move, you ass. I wish you would stop doing that. And it started doing this stupid shit, so. And I'm not even connected to the internet, so I know I'm not being. Oh, fuck you, shoulder. Oh, shit. Excuse me, I'm old. I was in an accident. And it was with my left side. This got all fucked up. And this shit becomes fucking quite annoying. And my Mac won't even. Of course, system junk. I got this, that, and the other. Skip for now. Finish scan. This motherfucker told me I had was it 30 something or 300 gigs of trash in my trash can, and the damn thing was empty. Like, don't believe a fucking thing that this damn computer tells you. The software is fucking lying, trying to get money out of you. Yeah. So I am going to have to go through here and remove a whole bunch of stuff. Let me find the car I was driving in it last night. So, where are you at, you down? Where'd that damn thing go? Fucking hell. Okay, where's Sylvia then? I really like this car. I don't think I've had any good. Oh. Sorry, you gonna load? Oh. Is required. Okay, so what's wrong with my custom shaders? About updates. Why are you? What version are you in? What the fuck happened? Why am I all the way down there? Nobody told you to load that fucking. See, and this is the shit I'm talking about. It breaks its fucking self somehow, some way, going to an old fucking patch that I haven't used since my old computer. Why the fuck would it load that up? This is what happens when you have to deal with software. So, sim racers, when you're coming, if you're in the console, you don't have to deal with this shit constantly. You might have to pull this shit like I had to do with Need for Speed Heat, where you had to keep disconnecting your wheel or turn it off to turn it back on and go through to get it to boot up for games. That becomes a hassle. But when you have to deal with shit like this, now let's see if this fixes everything. And I've deleted about, I don't know, I'd have to look, but I've deleted and made some space, getting rid of stuff to get this damn thing fixed. or trying to fix it. And here we go. Let's see. Nope, the shifter's still not working. I could feel the wheel moving, but oh, yep. So I gotta hold on to the paddle to get it to go in gear, just to drive. This. Okay. I'm trying to look. You think this channel is just bullshit and just ghetto-fied as homemade sim rig that anybody could do? My grandmother could do that, and she's blind. Well, my grandmother was too, and guess what? She had a last grandson that was in the cars like this and would do okay. In the shifter. Okay, so let's try different. That's 15. And I was just using this car. So if something doesn't load up now, you'll see what you have to deal with when you have to deal with. Okay, so it's going through and it's connected, and it didn't tell me that something is broken. So, and my shifter still doesn't work. So, yes, this is the shit that you got to deal with for some odd, stupid reason. And no, I'm not asking for help, and other YouTubers might look at this and laugh their ass off, or hell, they might even start making videos on this bullshit that I'm going through and make a couple videos of this is how you fix this. This is how you do this. This is how you do that. When it's basically, okay, now let's try doing this back to this. Come here, you little fucker. Find the hole, you fucker. Ba-dum-bum. All right. So let's see if this does anything. Now I had to get I had to put the pedals into there because nothing would recognize. And I don't want to open up Steam because I'm not trying to record anything, but fucking hell, I need my mouse. Settings. Okay. We've got that. Pedals are moving. Okay. Shifter. Now, let's see. Everything's right there. I'm not using my hub like I normally do. So if me not using my hub is an issue, then it's a fucking stupid issue. Okay, now the pedals definitely don't want to work. Okay, now let's check through settings. Okay. It's in the wrong hole. No, it's in the right damn hole. Now, excuse me while I put you down so I can connect it back here. Now the pedals work. Okay, this is what you're going to deal with. It's a bunch of complaining and blah, 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 blah. But it hasn't even been 12 hours. Okay? Hot take, YouTube, sim racing animosity. Let's attempt with the hub real quick. I know you're gonna start screaming at me. Doo-doo-doo, 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 doo-doo-doo. Damn, you didn't even scream your beep beep noise. Okay. So you're back connected. PC, yes. Bang. Pedals. No, you're definitely not connected. Feeling anything. Settings. No, nothing's connected. Come on. Where are you at? Where are you at? Pedals work. Will is not showing anything. And why aren't you... You're connected. You are connected. But why are you not doing anything? Now you're connected. And you can hiss at me all you fucking want to. I hear you. And now my shifter's not doing anything. The buttons are working. So, yeah, this is becoming repetitive and old. Status on the gear shifter is okay, but you're not doing anything. Okay? So, controllers. You obviously realize that there's something on here, but yet there's nothing showing up. And this is what happens. And this is why you just say, I'm just going to go lay down. I'm going to go do something. I'm going to do this, that, and the other. Fuck it. Why not just play on my PlayStation? And it's working just yesterday. Less than 12 hours. Less than 12 hours. Less than 12 hours. We were actually driving and we had some kind of content made. And let's see. I think I had stopped running on Yeah, you see my name, I know. At least my handle. Ha 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 ha. But yeah, that's all that because I deleted the other big things and phrasing. And I didn't show everything. I didn't keep recording because I changed my settings. So yeah, if it would have showed you everything I was doing through Assetto Corsa, if I would have just kept doing background play, you would have seen that for all the work I was doing last night, getting this wheel somewhat comfortable and figuring out this cars and you know, say get back and figure out this new wheel. And then today, we're dealing with this. So is sim racing really worth it via PC when you have all the you don't really have compatibility issues unless you gotta update this bastard on for a console? I mean, honestly, PC Master Race, console generation, PlayStation Pro, $700 when you could just go buy a PC. You know, you get motherfuckers that comparison. But when you gotta deal with this shit, instead of just playing it on a console, and then you're limited by games and what you can actually do with the console, there's a big fucking difference. Because I'd go through the headache and going through a fucking headache just to drive and drift in a fucking mountain that's fictional. Come on, Gran Turismo. Or real mountain roads. We had Pikes Peak for Gran Turismo. What the fuck? We got Mount Panorama, aka Bathurst. What the fuck? We got Fiji Speedway. What the fuck? You have legacy tracks that you guys built as fantasy. Give us those so we can get back into. Ooh, come on, man. What the hell? We had Matterhorn. That shit was fun. It was a pain in the ass. We had Cape Ring. That shit was a pain in the ass, but it was fun. It didn't have to be full esports. Hell, it could have been full esports. But, dude, what the fuck? I just want to fucking drive. I can't drive my car because the shit costs too much. It's in Florida and registration for California. You want a small. Even if I put a cat on there, you're gonna call it a gross polluter, or it's noise pollution because the exhaust is so out. And then the gas is over fucking $4.50, close to $5 for me to put gas in because I gotta use 91. I got spoiled with 93 octane out there. And for me to just start the car and let the fucker idle fat. Good morning. It's Sunday. God bless. Careful out there. And this right here is what makes some people just go out and drive hard. I got Highway 2 around the corner and I ain't got my car. And even if I had my car, after that damn accident, I don't think I'd drive that fat fuck like I normally would. Not through there. So you all have a good day. Be safe. God bless. Like, subscribe. Comment. But I probably won't say nothing because, you know, you get people in comments and you want to comment and, you know, somebody says something and then it starts fucking with your ego, fucking with your mind that, oh, maybe because I got to please my fucking people that's watching. I don't want to sound like an asshole, but what you're saying for me to do, yeah, throw a HKS, this, that, and the other. Throw a T51 on the fucking RX-7. Why don't you just throw a V8 in the bitch and be done with it? Why don't I just sell the fucking car and be done with it? Go buy something new. Because this is something that I wanted. And your opinion doesn't matter. I'm running it by you, so it'd be more content for some people, and that's all you people Even to myself, watching these YouTube videos and just celebrities, and you're watching this, that, and the other. We all are our own people, and we need to figure out that and stop glorifying people and idolizing people just because the guy down the street and around the corner, 3.5 blocks, that's like 2 miles away, he's got an S15. I want one too. I saw S. No, it wasn't. It was the R32 four-door running down one of the streets here, and I'm like, I want my chaser. I mean, he can get his. Why can't I get mine's? Meaning, I have to save up all the money to do it. But this was 2018 ish. So this is before well, yeah, about 2018. And this is before the pandemic and the prices for a Skyline, which was, let's just say about 30,000 ish. I'm being gentle because, still had the shipping over, but that was the GTRs. Now you can't find one for under $80,000. This shit makes no fucking sense. Come on, people. I don't want to say revolutionize, but some shit don't make no sense. We're spending up the ass on milk. You gotta figure out, are you gonna get a pack of cigarettes? Are you gonna fucking eat a meal? Or are you gonna actually try to drive somewhere with fucking prices escalating? But yet you wanna spend to get a fucking Hellcat for $1,000 a fucking month in a huge ass ARP and can barely keep registration. You're fucking struggling, but you want to impress a fucker. Stop it. It's not that important. I talk shit about Hellcats and Challengers. I was almost killed by a fucking Challenger or Charge, whatever that fucking coupe is. I can give two fucks, but still, it's the fact that 700 horsepower. Yeah, that's some shit. But where are you going to actually use that motherfucker at besides track or cutting up in the street, and then you fuck up your driver's record or somebody steal your shit because, commercials, the motherfuckers, oh, I got this $200,000 check and this is how I did it. And I just bought me a IS 350 and I don't give a fuck about your Lexus. Give me a fucking 1983 Honda Civic. Yes, the little ass SIs. I had one. That was one of my first cars. Yank that fucking 1.3 out, I think it was. Throw a ZC in there. Or throw in one of those little new 1.5s from the Beats or whatever the fucking new Civics are. With the turbo. And go have fun with it. You'd have to get rid of all the fucking drive-by-wire shit to actually have fun. But that's the type of shit I would say. But then again, I'm different and I like old small vehicles instead of these big ass comfort creatures. I like my shit raw.